Stop yelling at the television. Tomorrow night, Carly Fiorina will meet Donald Trump at the Republican. I have to show she just released a campaign ad that seems to be a very, very clear response to his comment that she doesn't have the face she wants to see as president.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the gals of The View, welcome back to Gimme 5. And, of course, this was yesterday's View program on ABC. And if you ever want to see a clueless bunch, it's the gals of The View. And here's Carly Fiorina's ad that they're referring to.
And look at all of your faces. The face of leadership. The face of leadership in our party, the party of women's suffrage. We are not a special interest group. We are the majority of the nation. This is the face of a 61-year-old woman. I am proud of every year and every wrinkle.
I'm going to need to see her face close up, though. She did not have a close up. She had that Barbara Walters, Put that close up on, girl. I mean,
The cackling. They need to see a close-up of her face. They're talking about a fellow woman, if you will. But because she's a conservative and a Republican, they need to see a close-up to check out those wrinkles. You believe this? You believe this garbage? Do you believe how they bash and bash and bash because she's not a abortion-loving, abortion-on-demand loving liberal nut job? So she's an enemy. And Joy Behar is back on The View. I mean, of all, people who anything she says, you must look it up and research it before you even consider that it's a fact. Joy Behar, and here we go.
She has the nerve to use the term women's suffrage when she's against Planned Parenthood and women's maternity leave. She's against Obamacare. She's anti-choice. She uses the term women's suffrage. She should be ashamed of herself. It's not your face, honey. It's your policy.
I had an HP.
And, of course, the mind-numbed robots in the crowd applaud because they love Planned Parenthood. But the rest of the nation does not. The rest of the nation lives in the real world. Joy Behar lives in this warped reality where she lives in a bubble and she hangs out with her leftist friends and she has to get invited to the parties, so they all say the same things, and they defend delivering babies and then selling the body parts after they chop them up. They think that's wonderful. Carly Fiorina should be ashamed of herself for saying something bad about Planned Parenthood. Not Joy Behar for defending it, but Carly Fiorina for saying something critical of that practice. That's the world turned upside down. That's the gals of The View. Here's one more.
You know what I loved? I think it's brilliant, too, regardless of the policies. And Robin Roberts, a dear colleague of all of ours, when she was going through some hard times, she said, you take your mess and you make it your message. So the mess, what Donald Trump put in her face, about her face, she's now turning into her message. And I think that's the beauty of life. And it's something that we can all do with our own lives. When somebody shoves something in your face, you turn it around and you own it. You own it.
What's she going to do when Trump says it to her face, her face? We'll find out. We'll find out tonight.
All right, they're all excited. They're all excited. Can't wait to find out. All right, they'll be rooting, of course. Who are they going to root for? They're not rooting for Carly. They're not rooting for Trump. Who are they going to root for? Okay, to Hillary for a second. I want to get this in. Here's Hillary talking about Trump and what he said about Carly. Watch.
You've heard Mr. Trump insult and demean women, haven't you? He occasionally throws some heat my way. He recently said I don't have a clue about women's health issues. He'd do a much better job for women than I would. And as I've said, that is a general election debate I am really looking forward to. In fact, he says he cherishes women. Well, that's nice. But if it's all the same to you, Mr. Trump, I'd rather you stopped cherishing us and respecting us instead.
Here's what Donald Trump needs to do. Say tonight at the debate, Hillary wants to debate me in a general election debate. How about we debate now? Hillary names the time. Hillary names the place. We debate women's issues, and we talk about how Hillary has tried to destroy the lives of women who have accused Bill Clinton of various things. And we bring those women on stage, and we do it for charity, for battered women. How's that, Hillary? Thanks for watching.